in Covington at Oxford College. And then I matriculated to Emory. And then I went up 75, 6 hours to Cincinnati. So I've spent time in different places, talked to different people, lived different life. My mother's from Jacksonville. My father was born in Southwest Atlanta. I've had a different perspective on a lot of things. What I opine that needs to happen is that everyone needs to open their perspective. I started as an attorney in a small town. My first job offer was in the Mountain Circuit. I didn't take that job, I took the one in Congress. But I did go back. And I learned from the people. I learned the culture. I learned about Georgia and the regions of Georgia. And the one thing that I learned that unites Georgia is the love of Georgia for what's right. That translates into the love of Georgia for the law. And so, as I get ready to close, what I want to leave you is this. If we truly are a state of laws, if we truly are the birthplace of civil rights, if we truly are moving towards unity and equity, we have to be serious about our laws for everyone. No one is above the law. So whatever happens in a courtroom in Fulton County, based upon what 14 citizens from Georgia decides, no one from outside of the state of Georgia should be able to dictate what happens in Georgia. I'm going to say that again. No one from outside of the state of Georgia should be able to dictate what happens in Georgia by Georgia citizens. This branch, under the leadership of President Malone and all of the executive committee, I am truly honored to be here. This is what, my 5th time here. I truly love Rome. It's a beautiful city. It sits right between 2 rivers. And the people are so warm and engaging. I want to bottle Rome and take it around the state.
There you go. Right.
There are some places in Georgia that aren't too warm and aren't too inviting.
Not that far from.
Yeah, I'm not going to name any places. But what I would say is this, our children are watching. Our grandchildren are watching. I made a pledge to my 15-year-old when she was 8. That pledge was that her daddy was not going to leave the world worse off than he found it. I want you guys to make that same pledge to your children and your grandchildren, because they are watching. They are afraid of what they're seeing. But you know what I see in their eyes? I see the future. There's a young lady in the back. She came up to me earlier today in the back. I was on a wedding call. My cousin got married earlier today, but I had to be here with you guys. I love being here with you guys. But she didn't know me. She saw I was on FaceTime. She wanted to get on FaceTime. I handed her my AirPods, and she got on FaceTime. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about being open to the experience of humanity. I'm talking about not being afraid to open up. Y'all, we gotta open up. Because if we don't, we get very easily be back 1950 or 1850. You have to make that decision. And I know it's a strong community. I know you will make the right decision. I know that the NAACP will be in leadership capacity to help you make the right decision. So I'm going to leave you with this. 99% of the time when I come into a town, it's not to be pleasant. This will be the last time you see me come into a town and be pleasant. I'm a civil rights lawyer. I'm an activist. I like being active. But I also want to work myself out of a job. So let's do ourselves a favor. Let's become unified. Let's work to uplift all people. Let's make folks outside of Georgia realize that when they come down that highway or fly in to Hartsfield, it's a different way of life down here. Let's make sure we protect our communities. We protect our offspring. We protect our rule of law. If we do that, Georgia will be more than just the 13th colony, the birthplace of civil rights, arguably the birthplace of social justice. It will be truly the #1 state, not just for business, but the #1 state to live. If I can get you to join with me to do that, I've done my job as the 13th president of the state conference. So I hope you will join us, continue to build that Georgia for the next generation, and I look forward to coming back and being pleasant. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's thank President Griggs for the